What if I told you the largest mortgage originator from 2019 has decided, for all intents and purposes, to exit the business? Would you see that as a sign that they are maybe just bad operators? Would that be a sign that the housing market is over? Or would that be a sign that maybe there's something else greater afoot? To have this conversation, we brought on the one and only Anna Kelly to talk about what we see going on in the lending market. How you doing, Anna?
I'm doing great. Great to be here with you. Yeah, this was big news. I saw this earlier this week and I thought, here we go again.
So, folks, if you haven't heard, Wells Fargo, who by volume was the largest originator of home loans way back when in 2019, so really not that long ago, has decided to exit the mortgage business. Now, they will still do some for their private wealth clients. Shocking. They still have some lending programs going on, but for all intents and purposes, the volume's going to dry up to nothing. So, Anna, you and I have been around the block a few times. And what do you think this means? What does Wells Fargo getting out of mortgage mean to you?
Sure. So I did read the fine print of exactly what it is that they're doing. And so Wells Fargo, in addition to issuing loans, they also come out and they service loans. So they're one of I think they are the largest loan servicer, if I'm
They
not
were,
mistaken.
they were, yes.
So, right. So what they do is smaller banks might underwrite a loan and then they sell the loan to Wells Fargo. So Wells Fargo takes on the servicing and then they take on the risk of that loan. And what they're doing, that's been a major part of their mortgage business. And so what they're doing is they're saying, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to de-risk our business, our mortgage business, by no longer taking on and buying loans from others who have underwritten those loans at who knows what values, et cetera, right? Even though lending criteria has been fairly tight, but they're saying we want to de-risk our portfolio. And so we're not going to buy and service other bankers and lenders loans. We're only going to issue our own. And so that's the first piece of it. They are going to continue to underwrite loans, but they're very targeted into what it is they're going to be underwriting going forward, which is also changing.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of things. What a lot of people may not remember is Wells Fargo still is hamstrung by the federal government for their bad behavior with fake accounts. I think that was
Yes.
way back in 17. So they're balance sheet constrained, if people know what that word means. Basically, they can't get bigger than they are. I actually think this is Charlie Sharp simply looking at the margin that this business spits off and saying, I have to use my balance sheet better. I think this is actually Wells Fargo going, we can make more money elsewhere. I see Wells Fargo trying to become JP Morgan, maybe Morgan Stanley, instead of we are going to be the consumer bank. I think that's what's really going on behind the scenes. And I think everybody is missing it. But let's be clear, for you and me, the average consumer, Wells Fargo exiting the business, that's just one less player. So we're going to deal with more robo, checkbox, Rocket Mortgage, and all of these folks, which I don't
Right.
know is good or bad. But the lending environment is changing, and when the biggest one leaves, that's going to impact us. I think at least at some level.